Hello. How are you? We're just gonna do some easy rambling today so that we don't really have to think about too much. It's already May somehow. I felt like January and February went by pretty slow, but now the months are moving quite fast. There's a lot of significant dates in May for me, and I guess I've almost been sort of dreading May in a way, but now that it's here, all I can do is take one step at a time and just hope for the best. The weather's getting warmer, so that's really all I can ask for. I believe it's in the 60s today, which is quite nice. It was rainy yesterday, and I ended up taking a nap for the first time in a long time. So that felt kind of nice, actually, in a way. I haven't been missing out on any sleep, but I've certainly been quite tired lately. I really want to go on some nice hikes soon. I think it would feel good to be out in nature and to get to the top of a mountain and just really take in all the beautiful scenery. I need to sort of plan a trip like that, just a day trip. There are quite a few walking in the woods spots near me, but to get to a mountain you have to probably drive around 30 to 40 minutes at least, which isn't so bad if you've planned it for the day. Those hikes are usually pretty long, so, it would be a full day trip. I worked this weekend, and next weekend I have a wedding to go to. I couldn't quite find a dress that I liked, so I decided to make one of my own, and I have just started 2 days ago, which isn't so bad. The sewing on the machine hasn't taken very long, but I'm doing some hand sewing with some beading, and that's taking a bit longer, but I enjoy it so much. I can just sit down and put some TV on in the background and sort of zone out. I've always wanted to get into beadwork. I've just never really known where to start or what to do with it, what to make. But I really wanted like a pretty vintage dress for this wedding with beading. Those dresses are rather expensive, so I just decided to give it a try myself. I do really enjoy sewing. I've been sewing for quite a few years now, but I haven't sewed anything recently. It's been quite a while. So it's been nice to sort of pick it back up. It makes me want to sew lots of little summer dresses for the summer and anything else I might think of, and maybe get into that beadwork. I always make up my own patterns. I've bought patterns in the past, but, and this will sound silly, I kind of have a hard time understanding them. So I always think it's best for me personally to sort of just come up with an idea in my head of what I like, and then I usually take like paper bags and I draw what I want on them, and then I cut that out and I lay it on top of the fabric, and I've realized that that works quite well for me. And my proportions are sort of tricky to find clothes that fits quite right. So it's nice to be able to make it, and I can tweak anything that needs tweaking along the way. I'll have to maybe show you guys the dress when it's all finished. It's this beautiful pink color, and the beading is like deep reds and deep purples, and I was afraid maybe it would look a little bit like Valentine's Day, but I don't think that it does. If you heard that sigh, it's my dog. He's taking a nap. I guess I don't have too many things to ramble about. Sort of a lot has been going on in my personal life, and I feel a bit spacey most of the time. I guess maybe just overwhelmed. So it's good for me to take this time and really not focus on anything that's happening outside of this. I do really enjoy doing this, and I think this is sort of a good way for me to, well, I put that wrong. I guess this is a good outlet for me. So all you can do is take it one step at a time, one day at a time, trying to find the little things that you enjoy and putting your free time towards that, so that you can just feel productive and content instead of worried or stressed out. Everything happens for a reason, so it's important to remember that, and it's important to remember that everything will be okay and get better. I myself sometimes sort of struggle to remember to remain present, but it really is important, and I'm doing my best to take it all head on. But it's also okay to take a few steps back and just think about things, ponder them, try and figure out what might work for you and what doesn't work for you. It's all one big learning process. You have to remember to not be so hard on yourself all the time, or any time at all. Like yesterday, I was sort of hard on myself for falling asleep, but then I realized that if I fell asleep, then that must have been what I needed. And it's okay. Sometimes things have to be put on the back burner in a sense, so that you can put yourself first. Because it's very important to put you and your mental and your physical health first, so that you are as strong and as well rested as you possibly can be to take on each day. So yeah, I guess that's the moral of the point I'm trying to make. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen to your body and what it needs. Listen to your mind and what it needs. Whether it's rest or food, relaxation or distraction. You know yourself better than anyone. So really listen to what your body and your mind are telling you. Just making sure you're healthy so that you can take everything head on. It's a bit of a crazy life, so there are a lot of ups and downs. And if you are down, just remember that everything will come back up again. What you put out into the world will come back to you, and what you put into your body will go out to the world. Just take care of yourself first, remembering to do that. I need to take my own advice this time. I'm not very good at that. But that's what you have to do. Just be kind to yourself. Remember to be extra kind to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself or others. We're all trying our best here. I know you're trying your best, and you're doing a great job. You're doing so good, and everything will be okay.